Hi, it's good to see you. And it is good to see you. Hi, I'm Jeannie from Bushnell Unscripted. Um, I know that you're here for my final uh, thoughts and review, but first, can we get to the more important aspect, which is my cute shirt. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. Happy fall, y'all. I know I'm a little early, but not really in my heart. Should be fall all year round, but come on. That's really cute, right? Okay. All right. I thought it was adorable. So, back to the serious part. I'm here to give you my final thoughts on these two canvases from Art Dot. So, if you've been following any of the videos that I've previously put out, you know that I was super excited to purchase the new kits that Art Dot released recently that are large square drill kits. They released 4 of them. I purchased 2 of them. I am not affiliated with Art Dot. I am not sponsored by Art Dot. I did not receive a PR package from Art Dot. I spent my money with Art Dot. Okay? Let me say that first. I will link all of the other videos that I have done for these canvases below. I encourage you to go watch them first. It will give you a better background, but you don't have to. This isn't like a series in a book series. Like you must watch this one without knowing the others. You don't have to, but I would recommend that you do, because I want you to understand that I strive to be very fair and comprehensive in my reviews of things. And I just hope that you will appreciate that. So I would like it if you would, but not necessary. It's okay. I was super excited to get these canvases. I had never purchased anything else in regards to a diamond painting from Art Dot. I have purchased their putty in the blue tin, which I love. I have purchased their storage options, which I love. I have purchased they have these new tray cover minders that they hold trays, they hold your phone, they're large and metal. I've purchased those, love them. I've had success with Art Dot, but I had never purchased their diamond paintings before. They have other kits that are round drills. This was their first foray into square drills and large canvases. The artwork by Simone Grunwald, my apologies if that's incorrect, was what made me go ahead and want to purchase these kits. This is the In the Sun one, and this is the one I received first. Even though I ordered them together, they came in separate shipments, and this was the first one I received, and I immediately went to work on it. Not only because I wanted to, but because I also had subscribers and viewers who asked me to test it out and see what I thought. Out of the gate, they have a lot of strengths. The canvas is lovely. I mean, it's soft, it's supple, it does not crinkle, it is flat, it is great. It is easy to read their drill field. Nice and clear. Beautiful. The colors they've chosen are great. Good stuff. You get lots of goodies in the package. We all like goodies. We like extras. We like our kits to come with nice trays, and we like all that, right? I do. I think you do too. These kits come with their new trays. You get a large one and 2 small. Let me confirm that. Sometimes my brain reads something incorrectly, but I believe that's what we got in here. Yeah, 1 large tray, 2 small. You get a couple of things of wax. You get a diamond pen, just a regular, simple diamond pen. You get some release papers, 30 of the A6. You get a sample bag of their sealer, which I've used. You can see. You get some nice stickers for the labels. I'm trying to see if I don't have the sheet available, but I can show you the stickers. And you get some tweezers. And these tweezers have this great bend in them. Their tweezers, in fact, are amazing. And I know because I've had to take drills off of their kits with them. But they're great. Tweezers are amazing. You get a tube. Okay. I was so excited about this. I can't even tell you. If you watch my video, you can see how excited I was. I don't hide excitement. It's not something I'm really capable of. If I'm passionate and excited about something, you're going to know it. So this was just, I was over the moon. But yeah, that's their new trays that you get, the large and the 2 small. And they come with, I'll show you. Let me put one thing down. The trays are great. They have an area for where they just align, where the drills can get in a straight line. They have what is generally like where people put washi tape to help them the extra drills go here while it lines up, and then an alignment area. So I was really excited because I'd always wanted to try a tray that had that alignment area. Come to find out, it's not for me, but it is for a lot of people. Just because it's not for me, again, I like Marmite. You might not. We all like different stuff. That's fine. These things are subjective. Okay. But I can still use this part of the tray. It's fine. It has a lid, stays closed. If you drop it, I dropped it. It didn't come open on me. Not to say that it would never, but it didn't for me. So lots of nice goodies. Oh, let me show you the stickers. Their stickers are nice and readable. Now they come on a train, and I just bagged mine. But they have really nice stickers. They really easy to read. Okay. Nice stickers in the pack. Excuse me. But let's get back to that tube. Both of my packages came with this tube open. You get this lid, okay? You cannot put this lid on beyond that, number one. You're not going to get it from rim to seal. See how that wants it? Why is that, Jeannie? Is this contorted? No. It's because you see how I've dented my canvas now? This is not tall enough. They need to add a little bit of height so that this can go down all the way. I mean, you can literally see it. It's going to damage your canvas. So that's why when you get these, they might just be judged to right there. But both of mine were off. So that's a letdown. That stinks. I love the idea of a tube. It was one of the things that sold me. Now, the sealer. I did not like how the sealer was applied. I used it on 3 different canvases, different surfaces of the canvases. One was this one is a Make Market kit. This is the Red Queen. This is a very hard polyester. I had 2 diamond dots that are softer. They're not as hard of a polyester. On all 3 of them, though, when I applied the sealer, okay, the sealer, I brushed it on, and I'm used to a sealer going on to the drills and going in between and just kind of settling and hanging out. When I did that with this one, well, all 3 of them, it wasn't just this one, but when I applied that sealer, it kind of pulled back up on top and would run off. And then I thought, well, maybe I put too much. So the next one I did less, did the same thing. It didn't matter how much I applied, it did the same thing. So not a fan of that. The finished product, A+. Canvases are still supple. It did not make them all harsh and stiff and not move where you have drills popping. My greatest fear was that it was going to dull the beautiful shine of these drills. It did not. It did not stain the canvas. When I first put it on and it was oozing out, it looked like it might stain. It didn't. So A+ on the sealer. That's a great little bonus. It doesn't come, that's just the sample pack. They included it in that little packet. It comes in like a little detergent bottle if you want to purchase it separately. Love it. I think that's great. So I can recommend that. The kits, the canvases themselves, as I've said, got a lot of strengths. Easy to read, supple, love, love, love. And the rendering, let's talk about the rendering, because that's, that's huge. We got to have good rendering, right? Beautiful rendering in these kits. Cannot complain. They did a great job. The artwork is stunning. The rendering is beautiful. Okay, there's that one. The second one I got was the one I was most excited about, which was Cosy Reading. And Cosy is spelled C-O-S-Y, not the Z. There she is. Oh, and I still love this artwork. It's gorgeous. Okay. The artist is fantastic, and I'm so grateful that I was able to be introduced to her through this process. What doesn't work? Well, if you've watched any of the other videos, you know that I started here initially. I wanted to see some of those ABs, and I'll tell you, they've got beautiful drills, right? The shine of these drills is gorgeous, right? That's beautiful. Another strength. I initially started here, and I thought it would be okay. But it immediately showed something's up. I can't quite multi-place these drills. I am the type of person that I immediately go to, I have failed in some way or form. It's my failure, right? When I first started putting these down, I had some people comment on my live and say, wow, those drills look awfully small. They do. But as I said, I feel like this is a me problem, right? That's my first That's always my first thought, is this is a me problem. So I put more effort in. I was like, I'm gonna make sure that I want to do a larger patch with more drills and see where it is. Now, in our community, one of the phrases we use, one of the words is gappy. When I first started diamond painting, people would ask me, "Oh, is your diamond painting kit gappy?" I didn't know what they were talking about. But you quickly learn that if a kit around each square or each round has a lot of room, we call it gappy. And you mostly see, I mean, you're going to have more room around a round drill. So that question is usually asked about squares, but I have had it asked of rounds. And around the drills, what we're asking is there a lot of space around each drill? So when you place a square drill, you're trying to place it directly in the middle of that square that's on your canvas. When you do that on a gappy kit, it's just a lot of room. There's, you're not going to hear that click that you hear because these drills are very independent. They don't like people touching them. Okay, they don't like other drills touching them. So you're not going to hear that snap that you like, that some people like. And we're used to drills being, when you use a light board, and I do, a lot of times we'll see gaps as we're working on a project, and we always encourage one another if we get frustrated and say, "Oh," but people will say, "Turn off the light pad. You won't see all the gaps." And you shouldn't. When you're just looking at a canvas on the wall, you shouldn't be able to see those gaps. It should just fade. You can in this one, and you can see it with a light pad. So I've shown all that in previous videos if you want to go look, but nope. All right, you're back with me. I have a tracking feature on my camera and it went insane. Okay, so as you can see, the pathways, whereas normally that just blends in. But I think you can really see it here. I hope you can. Go watch the other videos if you want to see more, but you can clearly see that. Now with a light behind it, this is not a light pad, it's just my light. Hold on, bear with me. There you go. It's a lot. It's not just a little. It is a lot. And I single placed every one of those drills because it was impossible to multi-place them. Now, if this were a kit that came with a caveat, single placing only canvas, I wouldn't say a word. I'd be like, well, that's what they said. But they didn't, and that to me would be silly. It'd be silly, right? We don't expect that. and there are some of you who you only single place. I used to only single place for a long time. I'm going to futz with this light now. But you do expect to be able to multi-place on your kits. You just can't with this one. It gets off. And after I posted about that, I have seen another creator who received the kits has said that multi-placing is not a possibility with these kits. So That's the main issue, I believe, is they need to tighten the grid on these kits. I have alerted ArtDot to all the issues I've had. I let them know what I believe their strengths are, what I love about these kits, and the problems with them. Now, when I was testing, and I started here, it really felt like this canvas would fit rounds. And so I tested it. Was blown away that it did, because what I tested was with Diamond Art Club drills. Okay. And it worked. I could multi-place, and they lined up, and they weren't gappy, and it was stunning. So I thought maybe that's the answer. So I asked them, would you send me some rounds to complete this with? And they did. They sent me the case that you can get on Amazon. It's 445 bags of, they come on a train, all different colors. There's no two alike. Okay. I had to bag up what I wanted to use on this kit. They did not come pre-bagged for me. And I attempted to do that. Now this is, please understand, for those of you who are new to diamond painting, this is not what you should have to do. This is above and beyond what any customer should ever have to do for a company. This is the type of testing that should be done by people who receive free PR packages, because it's literally a product review package. They're supposed to give feedback to the company about what works and what doesn't. Now, what a PR package was never intended to be is a box opening. That's a box opening. I do lots of box openings. A product review should be more than opening the package and saying how beautiful it is and how exciting it is of all the extra bonuses and features. Okay? A product review should actually be testing the product, right? Or maybe that's just me, but that's what I believe. And I've had PR packages in the past in my lifetime, and it was always, please test. Let us know what works and doesn't work for you. So just opening of packages and oohing and awing over the artwork, of course it's beautiful. That doesn't mean that it works. That doesn't mean that you've applied some drills and they actually stick. What if you apply the drills, not to say this happens in this one, I am making a hypothetical statement. What if you apply drills to a canvas and you wake up the next day and they're all popped off? Still beautiful, just doesn't work. So, that's what I say with, as a consumer, all the testing that I've done is not what you should have to do when you are paying $50 for a kit, which is what these cost. $50 each. And that is a premium price, right? We all agree that that's a premium price tag. Now, I think some in the community have become very jaded and believe that, well, yeah, that's how much they cost. No, it isn't. I did not start at a $50 price tag, and the majority of my subscribers and people in the community, I believe, do not start with the $50 kit. If they do, perhaps it was gifted to them, but I do not believe and have not heard that that's where the majority of people start. Most of us picked it up on Temu or AliExpress or Amazon. And there is no shame and no shade in doing that. This is a new hobby to you, and you want to test to see if you can even do it or like it or tolerate it. A $50 kit that is promoting itself as premium, you should never have to go to the level of testing that I've gone for these kits, unless you are being compensated to do so. But as a consumer, you should not have to do that, because that should all have been done. And as a consumer, you want to enjoy the product. And that $50 price tag is supposed to come with a safety net, so to speak, that, while maybe not guaranteed, but it is a safety net that, hey, yeah, this is a premium product. As much as we can cobble together, this is a premium product, and you're going to have a great time. You should have some sort of semblance of that's what you're going to have, right? Not that you're going to look at your $50 kit and think, I've had budget-friendly ones that didn't look that bad. So consumers, you should not have to do all this testing. But because I couldn't get it to work, and I really wanted to, and because I want to have a completed image, because I did pay for them, I kept testing. So back to the rounds I tested with DAC. When they sent me their rounds, I tested here, and this color was consistent. All the drills were consistent in size and shape, and they worked beautifully. And I thought I was back on track. Okay. Oh, that's the other thing. I don't like this thin plastic. They have a nice stick, but I don't like the thin plastic. They could go thicker. Just a little caveat. Look, lined up beautifully. Those are round drills. They were, I thought, oh my goodness, I have fixed my dilemma. I'm going to be able to complete this kit with these rounds. And I could have just stopped and did a review and said, fixed it. But I didn't, because I was like, let me shut up and see about some other colors and see how two different colors fit together. Instant problem. You can see here, hold on. You can see here that there are drills popping. You can see them, that they're raised up. I'm going to put down this plastic because that's what I need to do. But there are drills that are popping up. And it's to be expected, because these are round drills on square canvas. But see, there's one. Here's one. I can just run my finger. I'm not going to press them down. There's one. There's one. These two colors, as it happens, are not as consistent as in size and shape as that color is. This color is great. The other two colors are not. So it's going to do what it's going to do. It's going to say, don't put round drills on a square canvas, a square grid. So they don't work. If I had the consistency of this color in all their colors, it would. I don't have that. So I let them know, thank you so much for sending that out. But, and they sent me enough. They sent me 2 of these boxes for both of the canvases. So I appreciate that. And I thank them, and I have thanked them for that. But they're not going to work. They want me to send them more pictures and showing them what I'm talking about in inconsistency of their round drills. I haven't done that yet, because that is, we're now beyond this canvas. Okay. me testing their round drills and showing that they're inconsistent has nothing to do with this canvas. Um, so that's where I am. I don't know what the future holds for ArtDot and their square kits. They have not corresponded with me to say anything other than they turned over my feedback on the tube size and the grid, the need for grid tightening to their team. Other than that, I don't know what the plan is. I know that they've since released 4 new square kits, which I won't be purchasing. I won't be purchasing any more of their square kits for sure until I receive some type of notification that they have tightened this grid, or a creator says, hey, these are awesome now. So that gets us to the final word of I cannot recommend these kits as a premium experience. As I've said, I don't have anything against ArtDot. I have lots of their other products that I think are great. I've told you what I think of everything. I can only give you my experience. I will say that I have been disheartened in this experience because I have seen a lot of creators who did receive PR packages. They've gone, if they have taken the step to actually put drills down, they've seen that there's a gappiness in these canvases, and they have worked very diligently to not use that phrase. They've said that the drill fields are spacious, that they're roomy. We're not describing real estate. You can say gappy. I'm not sure why they're avoiding that term, but to me, that was just disingenuous. And as a creator, and I'm a small creator, but I do know that I have followers and subscribers who rely on my feedback, and I take that very seriously. And I'm not jaded. I believe that $50 is a lot of money. And some of my subscribers have never purchased a premium kit before and never will unless they know it's going to be worth it. As a new item on the market, testing does need to be done by creators, and we need to be honest with our opinions and not cloak it and be truthful of the pluses and the minuses of these kits. As it is, not being able to multi-place, having the gappy appearance, this is not a premium kit. If they fix that and they fix this tube sizing, then yes, it will be. But we aren't there yet. So I love all the extras, but the extras are not why you buy a kit. You do it to complete the artwork. I hope that you do go and watch my other videos, because I really have tried to be fair and do my best to show the process as I encountered it. And that means something to me, and I think it means something to you. I appreciate each and every one of you who tune into me and who value the efforts that I go to for products. And it means a lot to me that you've put your trust in me to show you honestly what I'm experiencing. And that's all that I can do. And as I've said, I'm quick to say maybe I did it wrong. And if I did it wrong, I will try to do it right. And if I fail, I'm going to let you know that too. I did want to say with the sealer, I'm used to using this little cheapy. This is from Temu. I love this. And nobody's paying me for that. But it's got a little sponge on the end. This is what I was used to for applying sealer, and as well as a silicone brush. I love these, but sometimes the foam head is a little bit better depending on what you're doing. But this way, a silicone brush, you don't keep ruining your paintbrushes. They are too expensive to keep ruining. But some people don't like the silicone brushes and they just prefer the foam. But what's good about these is you can pop all the slit off and you can refill it. I don't see me refilling this with the Art Dot brand. I'm going to put that in a separate container. But just know there's lots of options out there. But as I said, I like their sealer. Don't like the application of it. Do like the final results. So yeah, those are, I can't recommend this as a premium kit. If you have $50 and you want to try a premium kit, I can't say that you should spend it here. So I hope they do better. The artwork is gorgeous. The rendering is beautiful. So many strengths. I hope they get it fixed. And if they let me know that they are doing that, I will let you know. If they let me know, I'm not going off of anybody else's communication. This is what they have either shared with me or not shared with me. But as of right now, that's it. So that's what I've got. It was a frustrating experience because I was looking so forward to it. But I have to tell you, just this patch was just miserable because even single placing, you see the gaps. It wasn't rewarding. It's not like, oh, well, just single place and you'll get the end result you desire. I have not. So if I finish this, it will have to be with their squares because the rounds don't work. And I'll have to single place it. And that doesn't thrill me. And that's not what I paid for. So I'm disappointed. So don't know when I will do that. I have too many whips of things that I'm actually enjoying right now. But it is a shame. So that's what I've got for you. I thank you so much for tuning in, and I appreciate your dialogue that you've had so far with these kits. It's been productive, and some of you have really let me know that you've been grateful that I've done the videos that I have. So thank you for that. I appreciate your feedback. Anytime I purchase something, even when I do unboxings, I'll let you know. I don't know when I'll get to this, but if you have one specifically you want me to put some drills on, I can test it then. Usually my caveat for most things is, here it is. Here's what it comes with. It's a true unboxing. The review is later. The review is at my completion point. But I'm always happy to try and work on something. If you say, hey, I really wanted that one, can you see if it's okay? I'm happy to do that. But yeah, it's definitely been a learning experience with these kits, and as well as in the community. Whether or not I had received these for free or purchased them like I did, you would only hear my truth and my my honest opinion. And that's all it is my opinion. I don't believe in holding back because I've been given a free kit. I don't believe in trying to bring my integrity into question for a free kit from a company. That's never going to happen. So that's just who I am. So there we have it, y'all. I wish I had something better to offer in the way of a green light, but I don't. Um, I think they offer a lot of good things, but they've got to go back and do some tweaking, and I really, really hope they do. Then they will be a premium kit that comes with a lot of extra goodies. So keep your ear on the ground. Let me know if you hear anything that changes. I'll let you know if I hear anything new. Um, but I really hope that they take this feedback to heart because it does matter. And it'll be interesting to see how more and more people get this kit in their hands, what the experience is. And undoubtedly, some people will love it. Like I said, there will be some people who they don't mind the space because they don't like a tight canvas. So there will be people it works for. There will be people that have never worked on a square. This is their first square and they don't know what to anticipate. So this will become their normal. And then when they buy a premium kit and it is a tighter grid, they will think something's wrong with it. So thank you so much for being here. I hope you got a kick out of my shirt. And as always, I hope that you're keeping love and kindness on repeat. And until I see you, goodbye.